Hey everybody, welcome back to Adventure to Fate Dungeons. We're taking another look at Infernal Volcano. As you've all heard, some fantastic new updates are coming. They should be hitting this month and in May. So big shout out to Randall Higgins giving me an early look, an exclusive peek at the brand new dungeon and update. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, hope you enjoyed the episode. It was a nice 2-hour juicy long episode yesterday, and depending on when you're watching this one should come on a Sunday for about an hour or so. It depends. I might go a little longer. It depends. But anyway, thank you all for coming. Big shout out to my noise. Very much cool with the background sounds and music. I'm going to chill down the music a little bit. I'll be going back to it. Aaron has done a fantastic job with the music for the brand new game. But yeah, we're going to relax a little bit today. We're going to be, I do believe, playing our thief. We're going to be playing on Mystic mode. We're going to be playing in the Infernal dungeon and Infernal Volcano dungeon, and we're going to have a good time. So relax, grab a cup of coffee, and enjoy me here for Sunday. And if I have the intro music, it should be dropping right about now.
Menu button. Screen curtain on. Message received from Yamin. Speech off.
There isn't anything you can do when it's your time. It's your time. You don't want the pain. You don't want to lose him. It happens. There is no choice. My father gave my sons and myself a place to stay when we had nowhere to go. Thank you, Dad. My father watched my children when I had to work. My father fed my children. My father protected my children. Thanks, Dad. My father worked hard his whole life. He earned his rest. He did the jobs nobody wanted to do. He was a humble in many ways. He taught the rule of discipline. His children left the nest on their own. He was a generous man, you could say. He was a hard man, you could offer. He was a father. He had fire up to his last years. He did not go out with a whimper. He stood his ground, he drove his tank. Though he had put away his 6-shooter, he still held a presence. Oh, he kept one wife. He raised 4 daughters. He raised 2 sons. He helped many grandchildren. He had great-grandchildren. His line will continue. His line is strong. He served his country. He ended with honors. His life was his own. He enjoyed a long span. He stayed strong longer than most. We'd all be lucky to last so long. He never read the Bible much, but he read from the book of life. He carved out his life with his own principles. He made his own rules. He spoke his own truths. He laughed his own laughs. He tasted his own bitter truths. But he never cried about it. He accepted his choices. He never complained. He
right, we're back. We're back. Thank you so much. I've been dropping a lot of this music. This is from Zero People's Infernal Volcano album. Lots of music, merengue, lots of like cool music with a little salsa, a little this, little that, little action,
Voiceover help.
little
Start the game.
Caribbean,
About the game.
little
Button.
island.
Start the game. Button.
theme.
Heading. Start the game.
We're
Heading.
kind of putting a little bit of everything into this particular album. It's meant to be pretty exciting, danceable, fun. We even got some ballads in there.
Gabby is
So we've
play
got
character.
all the
Button.
heat.
Gabby is currently on floor
It's
2 of the Infernal
It's a
Volcano,
right?
just beginning
So
their
there's a lot of
descent.
heat.
They are in excellent condition and currently
All right,
undertaking the
let me
daily
get
quest,
on
daily
to our
salvage.
play
Gabby sharp
here.
mind turns spells and strategy into deadly weapons. This character is on its final life.
Let me start the game. We'll be picking up just where we left off on the last adventure.
Play character. Button. Play character.
I don't
Game loaded.
know
You moved to
if
Infernal
Gabby
Volcano.
was on
Heading.
our previous episode.
This is your
I
current
have
floor.
to change that. Gabby is a goblin this time, so this might be a new character you haven't heard yet.
Vertical nav heading.
Obviously, I'm
Menu.
going to be
Button.
focusing
Heading not found.
in
Heading not
on
found. Infernal
poison
Volcano. Basalt
passives,
character load stats. Level 4.
stealing
FL2.
passives, all
RM22.
those
Gold
things are gonna
203.
be really
AC 19.
important for us.
STR 8. Int 11. AGI 11. End 8. Wiz 9. Luck 3.
But let's find it. This might be my first time playing her and recording it.
Stom 3/3. HP 167/167. SP 171/187. EXP 120/160.
I'm also really thinking about doing a chamois,
Stats.
not a
Heading.
chamois, but
Movement.
a
Heading. Stats. Heading.
leprechaun
Level 4. FL2.
thief
RM22.
build,
Gold
just for
203.
that
AC
extra
19.
luck,
S movement.
which could
Heading.
be really important.
North. Button. Basalt corridor is to the north.
Yeah, we're looking pretty
West,
good.
button.
Looks like we're going to hit
A
a
wall
nice
is to the west and you
level
cannot go that way.
soon. Okay, we're level 4. Alright. Again, I don't remember where I left off, but this is a very early floor, so it won't be terribly
Action slash search button. Button. Movement. Heading. North. Button. West. Button.
Okay,
A wall is to the
where's
west
my
and you cannot go that
coffee?
way.
I need
Action
my
slash east,
dungeons
button.
brew. Luther's
Basalt
here.
corridor is to the east.
Hi, Luther. Luther's here to hang out with us. Luther's
South.
hanging
Button.
out on the volcanic rock.
Movement south is
directing me
inaccessible.
Which way to go?
East. Action slash west. Button. A wall is to the west and you cannot go that way. North. Button. Basalt corridor is to the north. North. You move north to Basalt
No,
Corridor
we
Room
could go
17. A rough hewn
east.
tunnel of dark volcanic stone that radiates an intense, suffocating heat. You are on floor 2 in Room 17. West.
I don't
Button.
remember how this
A wall is to the west and you cannot go that way.
This floor was laid out.
North. Button. Basalt corridor is to the north. West. Actions. East. Button. A wall is to the east and you cannot go that way. Action slash third west. North. Button. North. You move north to Basalt Corridor Room 12. A rough hewn tunnel of dark volcanic stone that radiates an intense, suffocating heat.
We
You are on floor 2 in Room 12.
Of course, as features related to the update come up, I will take a little
West.
time to
But
talk
action
about
slash east.
them
Button.
and express my opinions.
A wall is to the
about
east and
it.
you cannot go that
At
way.
this point, we've played about 4 episodes so far into Infernal Volcano, so I'm actually seeing a lot more imprints of the new update. So we'll talk about them, and if I hear anything that I want to talk about that could be in the future updates, we'll discuss those as well. Also, I hope you enjoyed Review What's New with you. I really like doing that one, and it's like a show that in less than 20 minutes, I talk about what's new, what current updates are hitting, what updates are hitting the iOS store. And those are really the only things I really concern myself with. I also talk about I like to give credit to developers who have come up with some really big updates. Also developers who've done a great job with accessibility. Some of the big shoutouts are definitely going to be Kieran Hardnett and of course my beloved Randall Higgins, but also Matthias who does who does Magic Research 2. Matthias has done a great job with that game. The developers of Home Quest, a couple of games that are definitely Endor Awakens, Depths of Endor. That developer's done a fantastic job with those games. But those are the kind of things you're going to hear me talk about. I also cover a lot of different weird, cute games, like Giggle Pop was a very adorable, cute game. Several other games just to, make things exciting. Audible Kung Fu, Prudence has done a fantastic job with that. I try to cover a little bit of everything, especially games that are constantly releasing updates and content, like the developers of Doncaster, also the developers of Scoundrel, Dungeon Scoundrel. Really, really fantastic, fun, great job. There's so many developers putting out so much effort in games, and I just want to give them credit because they are making these games so fantastic and enjoyable, and it means those of us in the blind and visually impaired, blind deaf community, low vision community are getting so much new fun games to play. Today I don't really have time. I don't know if today I'm going to do a personal life talkie. Usually I do that on Saturdays, and this is Sunday. But I will tell you, I am currently reading a lit RPG called Obelisk. It is a great book series, great reader. I do believe, I'm trying to think of who they're the same folks who do Dungeon Crawler Carl, SAG-AFTRA. The reader is from the SAG-AFTRA group. I'm trying to think who the studio is. I just can't think of it just at this moment. When I think about it, I'll definitely bring it to your attention. But SAG-AFTRA have some of the best readers. And Obelisk is really a great book. I'm on book 4. I actually wind up buying credits just to read this series. So I'm currently in the middle of book 4. Just started. And I do plan on going through every book in this series. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. I have Dungeon Crawler Carl coming next month in May. Parade of Horribles is the title of that book. Absolutely fantastic SAG-AFTRA reader. Podium Audio. Probably one of the most brilliant, most talented Audible book kind of things. And the app is Audible. But I also want to send a big shout out to the owners of Dungeons and Dragons, because they actually just released another few books for D&D on Bard. So that was incredibly generous of them. I'm trying to think of the company who owns them. It's really hard to remember all these names, but they do the Transformers. Hasbro. Yeah, thank you, Hasbro. Incredibly generous of Hasbro. As a dungeon master, and I'm currently in the middle of a campaign I've been hired to do, I am so grateful to have new books. So there's actually 2 to 3 new books that have been released by Hasbro. These are free, folks. Now that's very generous of Hasbro, because they could make money off these books, and yet for the blind and visually impaired, they're giving us free books. So if you are blind and visually impaired and you want to learn more about D&D, I'm going to be doing D&D on my new channel. It's not ready yet, but I will have a side series that kind of covers how to do audio acting, performance, and stuff like that. That's going to be on my new channel. And again, you'll get more announcements about my new channel later on this year. You'll have an opportunity. We're going to do some fundraising. We're going to talk about what kind of content's going to be in the channel, and also how you can be part of the content. Yes, you will have a chance to be part of the content. Yes, it's going to be really, really great. I'll be interviewing people, so if you want to be interviewed, reach out to me at gamedoubletap@gmail.com. There will be a different email for that channel, probably, because I want to make sure everything's lined up. Not only do I want to work with this channel and commercially put out stuff, but I also want to make sure that all the merchandise is lined up for that channel. I want to line up everything in a row so that when we finally hit memberships and monetization on that new channel, everything will be ready. This channel, of course, we're trying to get 400 subs, so if you want to continue to support this channel, liking, sharing, subscribing, and donating are great things you can do to make this channel grow, especially a subscription, and stay subscribed because we're looking to get to 400 subs. We are almost there. 48 more subs. We will hit our goal for this year. And next year, we will set a new goal. Probably it will be 500, but I don't know. It might be 450 because I don't want to overdo it and force you guys too much. Channels need to grow on their own in a natural way. So I'm not going to force y'all and just get a bunch of people that are not really interested in the channel. I want the channel to grow naturally. So I don't know what our goal will be. If I was to say what intermediate goal we had for this channel, we've hit it already at 452. Excuse me, at 352. We've hit 350 plus subs. We started this year a little bit under 300. So we're doing quite well. So yeah, I'd love to hit 400. That's our high goal. And I appreciate everyone who helps us reach those goals. Again, if you want to reach out to me and you want to donate to this channel, it is gamedoubletap@gmail.com. You know? All right. Also, any developer, any game, you can usually find it in my description. And the way to support developers are to purchase, donate, rate 5 stars, and give them some positive feedback. That's a great way to support development of blind, visually impaired, blind, deaf, low vision gaming, and gaming for all. Anytime you give back to a developer, that's supporting gaming for all. Because developers not only make games for the visually impaired, like Randall Higgins specializes in gaming for the visually impaired, but developers make games for everyone. Understand that's a huge, huge burden to carry on their shoulders because there's so many needs, so many wants, so many things people desire, and yet developers do all this for virtually nothing. That's why I do what I do for virtually nothing, because if developers can do what they do for nothing, I can do what I do for nothing. Obviously, I wouldn't mind taking any donations, and you can reach out to me.
Action log. Heading not found. You enter the world.
Cash App.
You enter the world. Action log.
Zelle.
You enter the world. Action log.
Yes,
Heading.
Zelle
Basalt
is
corridor.
fine.
Character location. Stat
You'll be
movement.
able to,
Heading.
donate
North button.
on Zelle. Hey,
Basalt corridor is to the north.
Gotta keep opening up doors. All right.
North. You move north to
Let's
Basalt corridor room 7.
continue
A rough hewn
to
tunnel of dark
explore.
volcano. You move north to Basalt corridor room 2. A rough hewn tunnel of dark west button. Basalt corridor is to the west. Actions east button. Basalt corridor is to the east. East. You moved east to Basalt corridor room 3. A rough hewn tunnel of dark volcanic. You moved east to Basalt corridor room 4. A rough hewn tunnel of dark south button. South. You moved south to Basalt corridor room 9. A rough hewn tunnel of dark volcanic. You moved south to Basalt corridor room 14. A rough hewn tunnel of dark volcanic stone that radiates an intense, suffocating heat. You are on floor 2 in room 4. Action log. Head south. East. Actions west button. A wall is to the west and you cannot. Action slash search east. South button. You can't go that way. East button. Actions west button. You can't go that. North button. North. You move north to north. Movement. Heading. Movement. Heading. Action log. Movement. North. West button. You can't go that. North button. North. You move north to Basalt corridor room 4. A rough hewn tunnel of dark volcanic stone that radiates an intense, suffocating heat. You are on floor 2 in room 4.
Okay, that's a dead end.
West button. West. West. You moved west. East. South button. South. You moved south. You moved south to Basalt corridor room 12. A rough hewn tunnel of dark volcanic stone that radiates south. You moved south. You moved south to Basalt corridor room 22. A rough hewn tunnel of east button. Basalt corridor is to the east. Actions west button. You can't go that way. North button. West. Actions east button. East. You moved east to Basalt corridor room 23. A rough hewn tunnel of dark Alert. Descend. You moved east. This is the exit for this floor. You are into Basalt corridor room 24. A rough hewn tunnel of dark volcanic stone that radiates an intense, suffocating heat. You are on floor 2 in room 24. Are you sure you want to descend? Descend? Are you sure you want to descend? Are you sure? Cancel. Descend. Button. You move to an
Okay,
unexplored floor to Obsidian Hall, room 20. The walls are razor sharp black glass, reflecting the lava's glow and twisted, jagged angle. You are on floor 3 in room 20.
Many of the top echelons of achievements. Now, I'm going to briefly go over the changes made to Mystic Mode in Infernal Volcano. Mystic Mode is the third difficulty setting. The first is Casual, which recently in the beta has been made a little easier, though I think it was already pretty easy. Then there is Champion Mode, which is actually kind of hard. You only get 1 life, but the good thing is there's nothing limiting you from just sucking down potions. And if you get into real trouble, you can become an alchemist and just make a ton of potions. It's real. Champion mode is pretty easy. I would have to say, I would call champion mode regular difficulty for most games. The third difficulty setting is called Mystic Mode. Now, Mystic Mode is not easy. Probably I would call Mystic Mode hard mode if you wanted to compare it to most games. It is hard, the bosses are difficult, they do hit hard, they do smack you around. Yes, Mystic Mode is good for people who are experienced with the game. If you've ever beaten dungeons here in Adventure to Fate Dungeons, Mystic Mode may be where you want to start off with. I want to give you some good advice, but let me continue to describe the difficulty modes. Now, I haven't played Hellish Mode in Infernal Dungeons, and I will do that soon. But for the most part, if you were to compare Hellish Mode and Adventure to Fate Dungeons, I would say Hellish Mode, excuse me, is pretty much the next level after Hard Mode. It would be a lot harder than Hard Mode. It'd basically be the highest level of difficulty for most games. However, for some people, Hellish Mode is easier than Mystic Mode. And another thing to keep in mind with Adventure to Fate Dungeons are that each mode is kind of like a game in itself. So it may not be harder to you because you might like that method of play. In fact, I do recall when playing the Frozen Spire, I prefer Hellish Mode above Mystic Mode because Mystic Mode in the Spire makes you do some really annoying things, whereas Hellish Mode just punishes you for your potion usage. So you can't use potions outside of battle. I think that's not a big deal. But anyway, the same thing goes here for Infernal Dungeons. The way it is set up is that each difficulty mode is basically its own game. So that's really what's super cool about Infernal Volcano, excuse me. Every difficulty mode is different, which means the way you play and the way that the potions work, the equipment works, the classes work, it's going to be different. It's going to be a new way to play. As mentioned in the previous episode, there's a new class coming, that's a Death Knight, and there's a new profession coming, which is called Enchanting. There's also a new shrine, and it's called the Infernal Pool Shrine, which allows you to enchant your gear. Basically, it's an enchanting shrine. Also, there's going to be ways to change runes. So I don't think I've talked about that before, but you'll be able to make runes different, change runes, and which can also lead to runes becoming cursed. Another thing to keep in mind is enchanting can also become bad. So you could enchant your gear, but you might curse your gear. So if you didn't know, curses are becoming a bigger and bigger deal in Adventure to Fate Dungeons, and with the arrival of Infernal Volcano, curses are going to become a much bigger part of the game. I mentioned before in previous episodes that there's a new class coming,
button.
And
this is the floor starting point for floor 3.
Has a strong association with curses. Just like the Death Knight is going to have some symbiosis with curses. So get ready. That's going to be extremely exciting. You know? All right, let's keep moving here. Let's take our skills. Another thing to keep in mind, in Mystic mode, you receive passive skills when you first enter the new floor, once you descend. And when you level, you get certain skills and upgrades to your attributes. But it's not going to be talents. So this is a totally different way to play. What do I think about it? I think it's awesome. I wish I had the option to play that way in any dungeon in Adventure to Fate Dungeons. I'd love that. I actually think this is the funnest way to play. Just being able to take all passives. I'm a bigger fan of passives than anything else. I love passives. I'm not a big fan of active skills. I think they're annoying.
Action log.
I
Heading.
really
Movement.
love passives.
North. Button.
I love knowing
A
that
wall
I
is to
have
the north
a
and you cannot go
special
that way.
skill that comes from choosing passives.
West. Button.
One of the new things
Movement
added
west is
to the
inaccessible.
beta are
North.
that there's
Button.
no duplicates.
A wall is to the north and you cannot go that way.
That's
West.
really
Actions.
good. I
East.
think
Button.
that's a huge
Obsidian Hall is to the east and is
upgrade.
unexplored.
That's a great change. I do appreciate that.
South. Button. Movement south is inaccessible.
All right, let's go. Let's see. Let's find our locations and our directions.
East. Button. East. Alert. You must search.
Okay, we can go east. We're in the Obsidian Halls. Okay, looks like we can just go east. We'll follow that route, that tunnel. Oh, I'm so sorry. We need to do our passives. So every floor you go up, you get one extra passive.
Magical forces stop you from leaving this done. Button.
So I am
Obsidian Hall.
going
Button.
for a poison build here
22.
because my race is a goblin. My character's name is Gabby, and I am a goblin. Gabby the
Obsidian
Goblin.
Hall. Button. Obsidian
Y'all
Hall.
may have heard me
Obsidian
use that
Hall.
naming
Stats.
convention
Heading.
before.
Movement.
Let's go
North.
ahead and
West. Action slash
select
search
our
button.
skills for this
You searched
floor.
and found something.
We're currently on floor 3. And no, you cannot leave the room you're in until you complete your selection of passive skills. All right, we will have JoJo. Let me find JoJo, and we'll have JoJo play with us. Hi, JoJo. Where are you? Oh, there he is. Hi, Luther.
Semicolon. Choose one.
JoJo
Searing
will
selection.
squeak
Button.
a couple of times, and that will tell us
Magma
what
search.
the
Button.
possible passives we can select. from
Tectonic
are.
shift. Button.
He'll squeak twice, and then once
Magma
he's done
tectonic
that,
shift. Button.
we'll select.
Tectonic shift. Button.
You can play along with me,
Magma
folks,
search. Searing selection.
at
Semicolon. Choose
your
one.
particular
Searing selection.
wonderful
Button.
place where you're at, and you can put in the comments what skills you're selecting.
Searing selection description. Your power intensifies with every new technique. Gain +1 fire damage or +1 fire
Searing
resist permanently each time you
selection.
select a new skill during a draft.
Magma surge, tectonics, tectonic shift. Okay. Searing selection. Let's check that one out first.
Searing,
Oh, I love
searing
this.
selection description. Your power
This
intensifies
is
with every
like
new
a
technique.
DraftKings
Gain +1 fire
kind of
damage or
thing.
+1 fire
So
resist
you
permanently
do
each time you select a new skill during a draft.
This is part of the roguelike mechanism. Drafting is something that isn't done very often, and I'm really excited to do it. So we are drafting. So this one will give us extra fire defense and fire damage.
Type. Blessing. Storm cost 0. Choose skill. Button. Cancel. Button. Choose one blessing. Semicolon. Searing selection. Magma surge. Button.
Okay, during the draft,
Searing
you get
selection.
either
Button.
one fire. I think it's either fire damage or fire resistance. I'd like fire resistance. That's very useful. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Semicolon. Searing selection. Button. Magma surge. Button. Magma surge description. The heat of the volcano follows you. Every draft now includes one additional
this is
volcano skill to
actually
choose
our
from.
Blessing. Another thing I need to tell you. At a certain time during your adventures, you're going to do blessings. So we actually change our blessings. So we draft the blessings.
Type. Bless. Storm cost 0. Choose skill. But cancel. Button.
Let's check out Magma
Choose one blessing.
Search.
Dip. Searing select. Magma surge. Tectonic shift. Button. Magma tectonic shift. Button.
Okay. We get one
Tectonic shift description. The volcanic floor shifts beneath you. Reroll volcano draft skill options and reveal a new set of choices. Note, only works on volcano mystic mode draft
I think
skill.
this is a no-brainer. Okay, let's go to the last one. Tectonic shift.
Type blessing. Storm cost
Okay,
0.
this
Choose skill.
only
Cancel
works
button.
in the
Bless
volcano.
shrine. Choose one blessing.
We
Semicolon
can
searing
re-roll.
selection. Magma
That's
surge button.
incredibly powerful, especially if you get some lackluster skills.
Magma surge description.
This is
The heat
gonna
of the
be
volcano
really
follows
hard.
you.
All of
Every draft
these
now
are
includes
good,
one additional volcano's
But I'm always
Stomp.
going to
Choose
take the
skill
one
button.
that gives me
Bless shrine.
skill,
You move
because
Infernal
that's
volcano.
just
Achievement. Bless shrine
compounding
39/75.
nature, you know?
Attuned 1. Your stats were updated by the blessing Magma surge Grassabound bonus heals you for 0 HP and 0 SP.
I'm going to take Magma Search and get one extra skill.
View quest. Infernal volcano. Heading. Current blessing button. Obsidian Hall. But character stats. Movement. North. West. Action slash search button. Action slash search button. You search and find nothing.
Magma Search is great. Getting one extra passive skill is awesome. All right, let's do number 2.
West button. Movement west is inaccessible.
Oh, I
North
thought we
button.
get another choice.
A wall is to the north and you cannot go.
Hmm.
West button.
That's really
Actions
weird.
east.
I thought
button.
we get to
East.
choose.
You moved east to Obsidian Hall
I
room
thought- I
21
thought
was
we get to
unexplored.
choose-
The walls are razor sharp black
Oh,
glass,
you know what
reflecting the
it
lava's glow and
is?
twisted.
Maybe
Jagged
there
angles
was
you are on
nothing
floor 3 in
else
room
that wasn't
21.
a duplicate. That could be it.
Action slash
All
search
right,
west. North
let's,
button.
I still want to.
A wall is to the north and you cannot go that way. West button. Action east button. East. You moved east to Obsidian Hall room 22. It was unexplored. The wall. Action slash search west. North button. A wall is to the north and you cannot go that way. West. Action slash east button. East. You moved east to Obsidian Hall room 23. It was unexplored. The walls are razor sharp black. Action slash west.
Nothing up
North button.
so we're going to continue east.
A wall is to the north and you cannot go that way. West. Action slash east button. Obsidian east. You moved east to Obsidian Hall room 24. It was unexplored and
There's a
searchable.
wall
Action slash
above
search
us, so
button.
we're going
Button.
to continue to go east.
Current floor 3 room 24.
Okay. Still just a flat tunnel. IMO number 1. I'd really love to see obstacles like mountains to climb, walls to climb, tunnels to crawl through,
West
mud
button.
to stomp through.
Obsidian
I'd
Hall
love
is to the west.
see stamina
North button.
affecting how
Obsidian
we
Hall
move
is to the north.
through
An object
the
or NPC is here and is
mazes
unexplored.
the
West
dungeons.
button.
I'd love
Action
to see
east button.
swamps and areas
Movement east
affect
is
us
inaccessible.
a lot more. I'd love to see
Action slash west.
elevation.
North button.
I'd love to
You
hear.
moved north
I'd
to
love
battle.
see
Battle started. A frenzied
elevation.
cinder crab and
That
cinder
would
crab
be
are here. Frenzied cinder crab 100% is taunting. And 1 slot. Gabby stats. Skills. Heading.
Okay,
Attack.
we can go
Vanish.
north.
Backstab. Button. Steal. Button. Steal potion. 0. Button.
We're
Skill
gonna
slot
monster.
6.
Cinder crab.
Steal potion. Steal. Button. Backstab. Button. Vanish.
I'd note
Button.
mystic monsters
self-cast
are a
vanish.
lot harder, so if you're used to
Spirit turn.
champion mode,
Combat log.
you're
Heading
gonna
not found.
find mystic mode a lot less forgiving.
Skills. Head. Attack. Wild strike. Inject. Venom brew. Button. Select self-cast venom brew.
I have a skill called
Inject.
Steel
Button.
Potion.
In
which
selected
is
skill
really
inject
cool.
type skill.
Stealing
Skill.
potions
Sense.
is
Obsidian. Heading not.
excellent.
Frenzied cinder crab 107 inject.
I'm gonna vanish first.
Enemy turn. Frenzied cinder crab dual pinch but missed. Stun. Frenzied cinder
My
crab
spirit
paralyzing pinch but missed.
companion is
Cinder crab
Sneaky.
paralyzing pinch but missed. Cinder crab casts fear on you. Player turn. Frenzied cinder crab 62%. Cinder crab 100% is here.
Oh. So, stuns are often portrayed as a paralyzation. So, paralyze is different in D&D. In D&D, paralyzing is a death sentence. It's really horrible. Whereas
Gabby
in
stats.
D&D,
Heading.
also
Skill.
stunning is actually bad. But
Attack.
paralyzing
Vanish.
is
Button.
even worse
Backstab.
in
Steal. But
5th
steal
edition
potion. Button.
D&D because
Selected skills.
once you
Gabby's
start
obsidian heading not
becoming
found. Frenzied Cinder Crab
paralyzed or
62%.
petrified,
Frenzied Cinder Crab 62% is taunting.
things turn
Poison.
out really bad for you.
Cinder Crab 100% is. Cinder Crab 100% is taunting.
Stunning is also really bad too.
Frenzied Cinder Crab 62% is taunt. Gabby's skills. Attack. Vanish. Backstab. Button. Selected skill back skill. Gabby's obsidian hall. Frenzied Cinder Crab 55 backstab.
Okay, we stole
Spirit
a
turn.
potion there.
Cinder Crab 100% is taunting.
We stole a potion
block.
there. I try to steal as much as possible.
9 inject. Enemy turn. Stunned. Frenzied Cinder Crab dual pinch for 36.
Backstab.
Cinder Crab paralyzing pinch but missed. Cinder Crab dual pinch but missed. Player turn. Cinder Crab 56% is here.
He's blocking my inject.
Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Vanish. Button. Backstab. Button. Selected. Gabby's obsidian. Heading not. Cinder Crab 56%. 47 backstab.
My snake,
Gabby stat. Skill. Attack.
which is my
Button.
spirit
Selected skill.
mercenary, has a
Gabby
very,
obsidian. Heading not. Cinder
very
Crab 14%.
potent
23
poison.
attack.
For
Victory.
the most part, I
Spirit
can
turn.
let it poison the enemies and just sit back and let them kill themselves.
Semicolon you found. Fire essence. 4. EXP. 34. Gold. 39. Vibrant stone. Button.
There
Pick
are
up
a lot
items.
of different
Button. Heading. You move. Choose a
buffing
power.
and
Dim. Button.
potions
Heading.
in the Infernal Volcano, so if you're stealing potions, there's going to be a situation where you're stealing potions that you can't yet use.
Heading not
But that
found. Semicolon
isn't a
choose one.
bad
Spell
thing,
points.
It
Button.
just means you'll need to level.
Restore
I
speed. Button.
really love stealing potions
Armor
because
count.
that saves you a ton of gold.
Restore armor count. Button.
Okay, we've leveled up. Remember, we're not going to receive skills
Restore
when we
spell
level
points.
up
Button.
in Mystic mode.
Plus 20 spell points.
Okay, we can choose spell
Passive bonus.
points,
Choose stat. Cancel. Button.
restore SP,
Choose a power. Semicolon. Spell
armor
points.
count.
Restore SP.
I'm going to
Button.
take armor count because we're pretty
Plus 4 restore
squishy.
SP.
But before I take that,
Passive
let's
bonus.
see
Choose
what
stat.
the
Cancel.
other
Button.
ones offer.
Choose a power. Semicolon. Spell points. Restore SP. Armor count. Button.
That's
Plus
a
4
lot of
armor
spell
count.
points. That's still a good choice.
Passive bonus. Choose stat. Button.
Restore SP.
Infernal Volcano. You choose plus 4 armor count as your reward.
That's a good amount of
Obsidian Hall.
restore SP.
Character
It's not
stat.
a
Movement.
tremendous
North.
amount.
West. Button. A wall is to the west and you cannot go that way. North.
And then we
Button.
have armor count.
North. You move north. NPC/object on this square.
I'm always
Skill shrine.
usually gonna
Skill shrine
take
says
armor
you've
count,
discovered a
but
skill
that just
shrine.
makes me a
3 skills
lot
away.
harder to
You must
kill.
choose 1. Ellipsis. Use 73. Achievements use 5 skill shrine 73/5 use 50 skill shrine 73/40 use 150 skill shrine 73/100.
Okay, we gotta go north, looks like. Alright, cool. We'll break out JoJo. Luther's very happy to get all that loot. Okay, as you can hear, I'm counting up another achievement. When I hit 100 skill shrine uses,
Heading not
I
found.
would actually
Done.
get
Button.
some more bonuses. It would also make
Action
my
slash search button.
character
Button.
stronger. But basically, it helps
searched and found
all
something.
of my characters in dungeons. So I need another 27 more skill shrines in order to unlock this achievement. That's one of my favorite things about dungeons, are achievements. There was a tiny little bug, looks like Randall fixed it. There was a little bug that didn't let you immediately swipe through selections for skill shrines and for certain level
Semicolon
ups.
choose 1.
It was
Escape.
kind
Button.
of annoying, but it wasn't really a big deal. It was, you could get around it, but it's been fixed. So thank you, Randall. That's really awesome of you. Again, that's the thing about Randall. Even if it's a tiny little insignificant bug, he just believes in being the Orkin man. He'll just freaking exterminate it.
Potent potions. Button. Escape.
Okay,
Button.
we can
Potent
choose
potions.
escape.
Button.
I've never choose escape, but the way Randall has done it is that Lesser desirable skills get like a little bonus, like they'll get a +1 to luck, which is a good reason to take them
Holy
because
vision.
luck is fantastic. Gets you better gear. Potent potions is absolutely fantastic. That'll keep you alive.
Potent
Potent
escape.
potions is even more important.
Escape description. A passive skill that grants the ability to escape a battle and grants +1 luck. No, the escape button will appear at the top of the battle view.
Extremely valuable. I never take Holy Vision, but if you take Holy Vision, you get a +1 to luck. So it's a possibility. Anyway, let's take a look at all three of these. Let's take a look at Escape first.
Type. Pass. Dawn cost 0. Choose skill. Cancel.
It's going to put
Button.
Escape at the top, so
Choose one
anytime
skill.
you want,
Dim. Button.
hit that
Heading.
slip and fly out the window, and you're
Semicolon. Choose
the
escape.
battle.
Button.
It isn't
Potent
easy,
potions. Button.
but even if you're not using it, you get +1 to luck, and that
Type.
+1
Passive.
sticks with you.
Potent potions description.
All right.
A passive skill
Even
that
if
causes
you
all
use
HP and
your
SP healing
escape
potions
skill,
to restore
you don't
25%
lose that
more. Does not
+1
stack with
luck.
alchemy blessing.
And I do not believe it costs you anything to use Escape. Let's take a look at Potent Potions. Sorry, there's a garbage can out my window.
Dungeons. Beta.
Today I need to close my window
Double tap
because,
dungeons. Beta.
again, there's going to be
My
weed
noise.
whackers and garbage
iMovie.
cans, so I'm actually going to close
Run Y
that
Swordy Quest
window.
Mods Temper Giggle Pop Eldership. Run Y Swordy Quest Mods Temper Gig Infernal
You
Volcano
guys
2 Peak
relax.
Volcano
I'm gonna
Saturday
put
Show.
on a quick break
Magic
music.
Research Father Song.
I'm going to
Actions.
quickly
Gather
close
mana.
that
Focus.
window,
Dip
take
that
a
dip
quick
pop single.
bio break,
Project.
so give me one
Magic Research Father Song.
second. I
Actions.
apologize.
Gather mana. Focus your thoughts and gather mana. Dip that dip pop
Put you guys
single.
on some
Project.
music here. Give me
Infernal
2
Volcano
minutes.
single. Start then. Magic movie. Choose media from folk. Flyers Love Ballad single. Infernal Volcano single. Back. Button. Infernal Volcano 3 minutes for edit. Button. Play. But edit. Button. Edit. Play. Button. Return. Play. Button. Previous clip. Button. Previous clip. Previous clip. Play. Button. Pause. Speech off.
Infernal volcano.
Let's play our Infernal Volcano.
She's a color of red. Her lips are the tone of blood. Her thighs rock to the beat like a stone. Rich bangs cross over
back.
her brown eyes like clouds. Nose is straight like a sword. Soft still like a noble bird. Her hips taper down to her shapely legs. Fire blows across her heels. She's a volcano. Infernal sexy volcano. Oh, she's a volcano. A hot seductive firestorm. Oh, each step of her sweet heat makes the dance floor melt from the heat. Her fireball earrings swing across her tan tones. Infernal volcano. Infernal volcano. Eh, infernal volcano. Infernal volcano. Her beautiful lashes stroke the moon's chrome. Short stack features on a molten frame. Her glass is heartbreaker with all of the fame. Infernal volcano. Infernal volcano. Infernal volcano. Infernal volcano. Infernal volcano.
All right, I'm back. Took a moment to cheat and get more coffee. Oh,
App switcher.
excuse
Dungeons.
me.
Active. Dungeons.
Sorry. about
Rocket fill.
that.
Image.
Luther's running away.
Choose skill.
Luther,
Button.
Whatever. Luther did not appreciate that. Yeah, I have a new sound maker. Queen Angel got it for me. It's super awesome sound maker.
Cancel. Button. Cancel. Button. Choose skill. Button. Storm cost 0. SP. Choose. Cancel. Button. Choose skill.
Right,
Cancel.
I put on my
Button.
fan. I close
Choose
my
one skill.
window.
Dim.
I
Button.
got some
Heading.
more coffee.
Rewards view back. Choose one skill. Semicolon. Escape.
Yes.
But potent potions. Holy vision. Button.
Awesome.
Holy
Alright,
vision description.
let's,
A passive skill that allows you to view full enemy stats during battle.
selection of
Also
new
grants +1 wisdom.
skills. That was potent potions. Let's take a look at the last one.
Type. Passive. Storm cost. Choose skill. Cancel.
Holy
Button.
Vision.
Choose one skill. Dimmed. Button. Heading.
This is cool. This will give you +1 to wisdom. Now, if you're a class
Rewards view back.
needs
Choose one.
wisdom,
Semicolon. Choose
this is
escape.
really
Button.
good
Potent
to
potions.
select.
Button. Potent
I'm
potions.
not gonna
Type.
choose
Pat.
that
Storm
'cause I
cost.
don't
Choose skill.
use
Button.
wisdom.
Skill shines. Refresh. Infernal volcano. Your stats were updated by the passive skill potent potions.
I do, but I don't need it. All right. Out of these three choices, we're going to go ahead and take potent potions because that's very powerful for the teeth.
Obsidian Hall. Button. Character locate stats. Movement. North. Button. Obsidian Hall is to the north and is unexplored.
Okay, cool.
West. Button.
That
A wall is
wasn't
to
the
the west and you
most
cannot go that way.
exciting skill shrine, but
Action
that's
slash
fine.
east. Button.
If you want to,
Movement east is inaccessible.
I could have selected the one that lets
Action
you
slash start
re-roll.
west. North.
And I
Button.
think I will try
North.
that one next
You moved
time.
north to Obsidian Hall Room 9. It was unexplored. The walls are west. Button. A wall is to the west and you cannot go that way.
Now we can go north.
North. Button.
That's unexplored.
You moved. Battle. Battle started. A elusive Amber Golem and Faded Crimson Monk are here. Elusive Amber Golem 100%. Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Button. Skills. Heading. Gabby. Obsidian Hall. Heading not found. Elusive. Faded Crimson. Gabby 100%. Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Combat log. Heading. Mana Crystal. Button. Skills. Attack. Combat log. Heading. Mana Crystal.
We gotta
Lightstone.
go all the way
Skills.
up north.
Heading. Attack. Vanish. Button. Select self-cast vanish. Combat log. Heading not found.
Okay,
Skills.
Crimson
Attack.
Monk,
Wild Strike. Button.
Hammer
Inject.
Golem.
Button. Venom Brew. Button. Select self-cast Venom Brew. Inject. Button. Selected skill. Inject type skill. Skill. Sand. Obsidian. Heading not found. Elusive Amber Golem 100. 1 inject. Enemy turn. Player turn. Elusive Amber Golem 76%. Faded Crimson Monk 100% is here.
We'll go ahead and vanish again. The Venom Brew.
Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Vanish. Backstab. Steal. Button.
Inject.
Steal potion. Button. 0. Button. Health crystal. Lifestone. Button. Mana crystal.
Inject
Button.
the golem.
Lifestone. Health crystal. 0. Button. Health crystal. Lifestone. Skills. Attack. Vanish. Backstab. Steal. Button.
Then
Steal
they're
potion.
powering
Button.
up as
Selected
well.
skill. Steal potion.
I'm
Gabby
not
stat. Obsidian Hall.
too
Heading not found.
concerned.
Gabby stat.
I'm starting
Heading.
to get used
Obsidian
to the
Hall.
different
Button.
monsters
Elusive
in
Amber Golem
Infernal
76.
Volcano.
Elusive Amber Golem 76% is poisoned. Faded Crimson Monk 100%. Faded Crimson Monk 100%. Gabby 100%. Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Vanish. Backstab. Button. Skill slot. Selected skill backs. Gabby's Obsidian. Heading not found. Elusive Amber Golem 76%. 43 backstab. 29 backstab.
Got a poison. Got
Spirit
a
turn.
potion there.
Stritter stat. Skills. Attack. But. Skill. Sand. Obsidian. Heading not
Got a
found. Sand
potion
Stritter
from the
stats.
monk.
Heading. Obsidian. Heading not found. Sand Stritter stats. Heading. Obsidian Hall. Button.
And then
Heading.
we're just gonna
Elusive
go
Amber Golem
backstabbing
48%
after
is
that.
poisoned. Faded Crimson Monk 100%. 11 inject. Sandstrider stats. Obsidian Hall. Elusive Amber Gold. Obsidian Hall. But. Sandstrider. Skills. Attack. Combat log. Head. Round 2 starting. Combat log. Skills. Attack. Button. Wild Strike. Button. Selected skill. Wild Strike type skill. Skills. Sand. Obsidian. Heading not found. Sandstrider stats. Heading. Obsidian. Heading not found. Elusive Amber Golem 48%. Is poisoned. 15 Wild Strike. Enemy turn. Elusive Amber Golem crushed but missed. Elusive Amber Golem rock throw but missed. Crimson Monk Spirit Strickied for 11. Crimson Monk Spirit Strickied but missed. Crimson Monk Spirit Strickied for 11. Player turn. Elusive Amber Golem 19%. Faded Crimson Monk 52% is here. Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Button. Skill slot 1. Selected skill. Gabby's Obsidian Hall. Gabby stats. Heading. Obsidian. Heading not found. Gabby stats. Head. Stomp. 3 slot. Gabby stat. Obsidian Hall. Button. Heading. Gabby stats. Heading. Obsidian. Heading not found. Elusive Amber Golem 19%. Is poisoned. Gabby skills. Attack. Vanish. Button. Backstab. Button. Selected skill. Gabby's Obsidian. Heading not found. Elusive Amber Golem 19%. 25 backstab. Miss. 35 backstab. Spirit turn. N2 slot. Gabby 84%. Faded Crimson Monk 52%. 22 Wild Strike. 26 Wild Strike. Enemy turn. Crimson Monk Spirit Strickied for 8. Crimson Monk Spirit Strickied but missed. Crimson Monk Spirit Strickied but missed. Player turn is here. You won the battle. Dim. Button. Heading. Pick up item. Heading not found. You won the heading not found. Semicolon you fate gem 1. EXP 91. Gold 40. Vital Amber Wall. Button.
Pretty easy battle. I
Charge
hear
you.
that little
Button.
bell sound. That means we received a prefix. So we have a piece of equipment's going to have an enchantment.
Pick up items. Button. Heading. You move Infernal Volcano. Heading. Menu. Button. Heading. Exit menu. Skill book. Crafts. Inventory. Button.
We've been getting a lot of
Equip potion.
vital
Info.
amber
But
walls,
use.
so
Button. Head. Use.
again,
Heading.
a lot of gear for
Charge
heavy
Geo.
armor
Button.
wearers.
Chain pants.
Charge
Geo
Geo
open. Dim.
is
Button.
going to be
Heading.
a little
You found the following inside. Pick up
chest we
items.
can open
Button.
up.
Heading. Silver Shard Rune. Button. You found the following in Silver Shard Rune. Button. Pick up items. Button. Heading. Silver Shard Rune. Button. Silver Shard Rune. Cost. 300 type. Rune. Description. Grants 1 intelligence permanently. To open or use this item, select use from the action bar, then tap the item again. LVL rec. Type rec. Done. Button. Shard geode opened. Dimmed. Button. Heading. You found Silver Shard Rune. Pick up items. Button. Heading. Equipment. Heading. Dusty Cloak. Button. Chain Pants. Button. Dusty Cloak. Monostone. Button. Dusty Cloak. Chain Pants. Silver Shard Rune. Button. Vital Amber Wall. Alert. Semicolon. You use the rune.
That's pretty
You use
good.
the Silver
One
Shard Rune, which grants 1
is
intelligence
important
permanently.
for us.
Done. Button.
We do use intelligence.
HP 176/185 inventory SP 19/202 heading. Salvage but unequip but equip use button use heading vibrant stone button life crystal but health stone button life stone button monoessence monostone button dusty cloak but monostone but dusty cloak alert semicolon you drank a potion you gained 60 SP new total 79/202 SP done button
Okay,
vibrant
let's
stone button
consume some
0 button
mana.
0 button 0 button 0 button 0 button 0 button cursed longstaff button amber wall button vital amber wall button chain pants button dusty cloak button monostone button dusty cloak alert semicolon you gain 51 SP new totals 130/202 SP done button life crystal button health stone button life stone monoessence button dusty cloak button monoessence button dusty cloak alert semicolon you gained 96 SP new totals 202/202 SP done button you gained done button HP 170 salvage unequip button head unequip equip use info equip potions health crystal button life stone button potion slot monocrystal button potion slot equip potion equipment heading equip potion info button use equip button unequip salvage HP 176/185 inventory S heading not found vibrant stone button inventory slot life crystal button health stone button life stone button
Okay, we're okay.
inventory slot
I don't mind where we're at
dusty
here.
cloak button H salvage equip button heading use info equipment menu heading not found spirits inventory crafts skill book exit menu wall button
We're building up some
17.
vibrant stones.
stats head movement head north but west button
And we're
obsidian hall
building
is
up
to the
a
west and is
bunch of
unexplored
life
action slot east
consumables.
south button
Cool.
obsidian hall is to the
Nothing
south
horrible.
East. Button. Actions. West.
I wouldn't
Button.
mind some buffing potions.
West. You moved west to Obsidian Hall Room 3. It was unexplored. The walls are razor sharp. Action slash east. South. Button.
Let's continue to explore.
A wall is to the south and you cannot. East. Actions. West. Button. West. You moved west to Obsidian Hall Room 2. It was unexplored and is searchable. Action slash search button. Button. West. Action slash search button. Button. Action slash search. You moved west to. You uncover an opening to the floor below. Tap room again to
Let's go
use.
west.
Done. Button. Action slash search button. Button. Searching east. Button. South. Button. Obsidian Hall is to the south and is
We'll go
unexplored.
west again.
East. Action slash west. Button. A wall is to the west and you
Gotta
cannot go that
delve.
way. Action slash search east. South. Button. South. You moved south to Obsidian Hall Room 7. It was unexplored.
that's the
The walls are razor east.
Way
Button.
down.
A wall is to the east and you cannot go
We're
that way. Action
still
slash
going
west.
to continue
Button.
to explore.
A wall is to the west and you cannot go. Action slash east. South.
We'll
Button.
come back here later.
You battle. Battle started. A
Okay,
faded
we
crimson
go
monk is here.
south.
Faded crimson monk 100%. Gabby stat. Skills.
go south.
Attack. Vanish. Button. Backstab. Button. Steal. Button. Backstab. Vanish. Button. Select self cast vanish. Spirit turn. Combat log. Heading not found. Skills. Attack. Wild strike. But inject. But venom brew. Button. Select self cast venom brew. Inject. Dimmed. Button. Selected skill inject type skill. Skill.
That's some
Sandstone.
more
Obsidian.
monks
Heading
to deal
not
with.
found. Faded crimson monk 100%. Miss. Enemy turn. Player turn. Faded crimson monk 100% is here. Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Vanish. Button. Backstab. Steal. Button. Steal potion. Button. Selected skill. Gabby stat. Obsidian. Heading not found. Faded crimson monk 100%. Faded crimson monk 100%. Gabby 100%. Faded crimson. Obsidian Hall. Button. Heading. Faded crimson monk. Gabby stat. Skills. Attack. Vanish. Button. Backstab. Button. Selected skill. Skill. Gabby. Obsidian Hall. Faded crimson monk 100%. 62 backstab. 39 backstab. Victory. You won the battle. Dimmed. Button. Semicolon. You found the shadow essence. 4. EXP. 19. Gold. 13. Sack of
Easy
potions.
battle.
Button.
I stole a potion and did a couple of backstabs. Backstab's one of my more higher damage abilities, and you get that ability as a default as a thief.
Pick up items. Button. Heading. You
It's
move
more
Infernal
likely
Volcano.
to
Heading.
crit if you do it after
Current
vanishing.
blessing. Button. Obsidian Hall. The Obsidian Hall. Button. Character location. Stat. Movement.
Ooh,
Heading.
sack
North.
of
Button.
potions, that's lovely.
Obsidian Hall is
Where's
to the
my
north.
cha-ching button?
West. Button.
Cha-ching?
Obsidian Hall is to the west and is unexplored. Action slash east. Button. A wall is to the east and you cannot go
Sack
that
of
way.
potions
South.
is always
Button.
great.
A wall is to the south and you cannot go that way. You can't go that way. Action log. South. Button. East. Action slash west. Button. West. You moved west to Obsidian Hall Room 11. It was unexplored. The walls are razor sharp. North. Button. A wall is to the north and you cannot go that west. Button. West. You moved west. NPC slash object on this square. Says, you've discovered an infernal pool. Dip an
looks
item into
like
the
we can
prismatic
just
magma
go
to apply
to
random
the
enchantment. Use
west and
6.
then we'll
Achievements use
backtrack
5. Infernal pool 6
back
slash
to
5
the
use
exit.
25. Infernal pool 6 slash 25 use 100. Infernal pool 6 slash 100. Done. Button.
Alright.
Act. Movement. Heading. Stats. Heading. Character look. Obsidian. Infernal vault menu. Button. Heading. Menu.
Okay, we got
Advanced
Infernal
stat. Exit
Pool.
menu. Skill book.
Now,
Craft.
Infernal
Inventory.
Pools
Button.
are new
Equipment.
to the
Heading.
update. They're new and they are included in the update, and they allow you
Equip
to
potion.
enchant
Info.
your gear.
Use. Equip. Unequip. Button.
Let's see
Unequip.
what we
Heading.
should probably try to enchant.
Equip. Button. Heading. Use. Info. Equip potions. Heading. Equipment. Heading.
So I'm going to go to my inventory, and I'm going to unequip something to see which
Dagger.
one I want
Button.
to enchant.
Weapon slot.
So just activate my
Infused Bandits
unequip
Deflector.
in my
Button.
submenu in my
Shield
inventory.
slot.
Then use your headings to
Scorched
go up
Cap.
to
Button.
your equipment.
Helmet slot.
Now that I'm on my equipment, I'm going to choose which one I want to try to enchant. It's really not worth it to enchant low-level
Infused
gear.
Aegis Scorched Cap. Button. Helmet slot.
Now this could be a good one to enchant.
Leather vest. Button. Chest armor slot.
But it already has an enchant. It has infused, and infused gives me more SP.
Scorched leggings.
It's
Button.
really not a good idea
Pants
to
slot.
risk a good enchantment for what could be a bad curse or something. A bad enchantment or curse. Aegis Scorched
0.
Cap
Button.
already
0.
has
Button.
an
Infused bat skin
enchantment.
belt. Button. Belt slot.
Leather vest
0 button.
is
0
kind of a
button.
low
Aegis
level
ruby
piece
bracelet
of
button.
gear. I'm not going to waste time
Bracelet
with
slot.
that. Scorched
Vital flag
leggings
ring
are
button.
good. I could enchant
Ring 1
these because
slot.
you don't get that many leggings. So let's unequip the scorched
Steel ring
leggings.
button.
But let's
Ring 2
peek
slot.
at the other things we might want to enchant.
0 button. Equip
That's already
potions heading.
enchanted. Aegis ruby bracelet is already enchanted. Vital slag ring is already enchanted. Vital gives you more health. I could enchant this steel ring, but
0
I don't
but steel
really
ring.
want to
Vital
waste
flag ring.
something
Aegis
with
ruby
steel
bracelet.
ring.
0 button. Next slot.
All right, sounds like the best plan would be to either
0
enchant
button.
the
Infused
steel
skin
ring
belt. 0
or
button.
the
0
scorched
button.
pants.
Scorched leggings button.
I feel like the
0
scorched
scorched leggings
pants
was
are a
unequipped.
good item to enchant. So let's go unequip those, and then we'll go back to the map and we'll activate the Infernal Pull.
Equipment. Menu. Heading not found. Spirits. Inventory. Crafts.
Remember,
Skill book.
you
Exit menu.
can't,
Button.
you can't
Infernal
enchant
Volcano.
anything
Heading.
unless it's unequipped.
This is your current floor. Obsidian Hall. Character loc. Stats. Movement. Heading.
Once you hear that sound, you now go back out.
North. But
Again,
west.
having
Action
your
slash search button.
rotor
Action
set
slash search button. You
headings
have
is
discovered.
very
Select an
useful.
item from your inventory list. Above. To dip in the Infernal Pool. The Infernal Pool will add a random prefix or will override any existing prefixes with a new random one. Warning. The
All right,
pool's
now
heat is
let's
volatile.
activate
Results
the
can be both a
Infernal
blessing or a curse.
Pool. And you can find the Infernal Pool again by searching. Remember, you haven't moved from the spot.
Select an item from your inventory list. Vital amber wall. Select amber wall. Select vital chain pants. Select scorched leggings. Select and then confirm below to ADD prefix.
Okay,
Chain pants. Scorched leggings. Select and then
so listen to the
Scorched leggings.
instructions, which means that you can lose. You're going to lose your good
Cancel.
your
Cancel.
enchant, whatever
Button.
it is,
Done.
and you're going to replace it.
Done. Dipping the scorched leggings into the Infernal Pool will ADD a random prefix to the item. Warning. The pool's heat is volatile. Results can be both. Dipping the scorched leggings into the Infernal Pool will
Let's
ADD
go
a random
ahead.
prefix to the item.
When it says
Warning.
ADD,
The pool's heat
it
is
means
volatile.
add.
Results semicolon enchant scorched leggings. Add prefix. Add prefix. Enchant scorched
Okay, now
leggings.
that we've
Tap again to
selected
confirm.
scorched
Button.
leggings, let's click
Infernal.
done.
Refreshed room to obsidian. Greater than you enchanted a shadow scorched
Right.
leggings and it was equipped.
Now your selection is set.
Cost 125
Get a
type.
tooltip.
Pants description.
Now
This
let's
is a
go
common
ahead
item.
and
Armor
enchant.
count 2. Fire damage 2. Fire resist 4. Shadow damage 2.
Ooh, Shadow Scorch. So now it's a Shadow Scorch leggings. So we get 2 shadow damage.
LVL
We
rep.
don't
Type
really
rep.
use
Done.
shadow
Button.
that much, but we do have some
Equipment.
spells
Heading.
and skills that can use it. We're going to continue for a little bit longer because I know we had a lot of chit-chatting to do. So
Bolt dagger. Button.
I'm going to go for like another
Equipment.
20
Heading.
minutes or so. So, because I know
Bolt
we
dagger.
talked
Infused
a
bandit.
lot
Aegis
at the
scorched.
beginning,
Leather
and
vest.
I don't
Button.
really count
Aegis
when
scorched
I
cap.
talk
Button. Leather
as the
vest. Shadow
episode
scorched
went.
leggings. Button. Pant slot.
Okay, so the good thing is, once you enchant it, if you don't have any pants equipped, it will equip itself. Isn't that cool? I'll let you hear that happened.
0. Button. Equip menu. Heading not found. Spirits. Inventory. Crafts. Skill book. Exit menu.
See?
Button.
It re-equipped itself.
Infernal Volcano.
That's
Heading.
really what's super
This
cool
is your current floor.
about
Obsidian Hall.
dungeons
Character
in
loc.
general.
Stats. Movement.
That
North.
auto-equip
West. Button.
functions really well with
Movement
Infernal
west is
Pulls.
inaccessible.
You
North.
take off your
Button.
equipment, you don't have to go
North.
back into your inventory.
You moved north to Obsidian Hall Room 5. It was unexplored. The walls are razor sharp.
Will equip it.
You moved north to
Isn't that
Obsidian Hall
cool?
Room 0. It was unexplored and is searchable. The walls are razor sharp. West. Action slash search button. Action slash search button. You searched and found. Dim. Button.
Okay, we're
Heading.
almost done with
Semicolon.
this
You found a gold
floor.
ore. 3. EXP. 18. Gold. 25. Vibrant stone. Button. Vibrant stone. Cost 120 type. Potion. Description. A shard of crystallized light energy. Containing random bursts of health and mana. Healing
That's
HP.
searchable.
5100 healing SP. 5100.
Another little Delby.
LVL rec. 6. Type rec. Light.
We got
Done.
another
Button.
Vibrant Stone.
Type rec. Light. Done. Button. You searched and found. Semicolon. Gold ore. EXP. Gold. Vibrant stone. Pick up items. Button. Heading. You moved Infernal Volcano. Heading.
So it's a
This is your
really
current
nice
floor.
little
View quest.
potion.
Button.
And
Infernal
with
Volcano. Obsidian character
potent
location.
potions,
Stats.
it makes
Head
it
movement.
even
North.
more
West.
powerful.
Action log. Heading. South. Button. East. Button.
And of course, we can't use it
A
till
wall is to the
level
east and you
6.
cannot go that way. South. Button. South. South. You can't go that. East. Button. East. You moved east to Obsidian Hall Room 12. The
I
walls
think
are razor
that's
sharp.
pretty
You can't
much
go
it
that.
for
Action
this
slash start
floor.
west. North. Button. North. You. Alert. Descend. You moved north. This is the exit for this floor. You are into Obsidian Hall Room 2. The walls are razor sharp black glass, reflecting the lava's glow and twisted. Are you sure you want to progress for cancel?
Okay,
Descend.
we're done.
Button. You moved to an unexplored floor to Searing Abyss Room 21. A path along a bottomless drop. Far below, a deep red glow suggests the very core of hell. You are on floor 4 in Room 21.
Let's go ahead and descend. Oh, we missed something. Oh no. We missed something because you
Heading
didn't
not
hear
found.
the bell.
Heading not-
The
heading
bell
not
sound
found.
would have
Done.
said I
Button.
hit a perfect floor. So
Action slash search
I
button.
missed
Button.
something. That's really
This
sad.
is the floor
So
starting
that could
point
have
for
been
floor
a
4.
spirit, could have been a trap, could have been something valuable. That's unfortunate. Again,
Action log. Heading not
I'm
found.
learning.
Movement. Stat character. Searing Abyss. Infernal Volcano.
That
Menu.
was
Button.
really sad.
Heading
But
off.
again,
View
I'm very
quests.
greedy
Button.
for
Infernal
treasure,
Volcano.
so
Searing
you
Abyss.
know me,
Character
my
look.
loot
Stats.
goblin's
Heading.
always hungry.
Level 5. FL4. RM21. Gold 400. Stom. 3/3.
Yeah.
HP.
One thing you want to do is
185/185.
pay
SP.
attention.
155/202.
Once you learn how floors work, you won't be missing
EXP.
sections
217/250. Stats. Head character look. Searing Abyss. Infernal Vault. Menu. Button. Heading. Exit menu. Skill book. Crafts. Inventory. Button. Equip potion info. Button. Use. Button. Head. Use. Heading. Vibrant stone. Button. Life crystal. Health essence. Health stone. Life stone. Dusty cloak. Sack of potion. Dusty cloak.
could
Life
take a
stone. Button.
potion, yeah.
Dusty cloak. Alert. Semicolon. You drank a potion. You gain 46. Done. Button. HP. 185/185 in salvage. Unequipped. Use. Info. Equipment. Menu. Heading not found. Spirits. Inventory. Crafts. Skill book. Exit menu. Button. View quests. Wall. Button. Character load. Stats. Heading. Movement. Heading.
I really shouldn't be wasting this much. I'm overflowing my HP. But I also don't want to
North.
be low
Button.
on SP.
West. Button. Action slash search button. You searched and found something. Semicolon. Choose one.
Let's
Dim.
go
Blood armor.
ahead
Button.
and do our drafting. So you're going to draft. The first thing you're going to do on each new floor is do a
Flame
new
slash.
draft.
Button.
All right. Let's do this draft, and then we're going to wrap up today's episode.
Flame shot. Button.
Okay, we got blood armor. Jojo says that's new. Don't remember blood armor. Flame slash. I've had flame slash on one of my spirit mercenaries. I wasn't that impressed. But you let me know
Flame
in the
shot,
comments
button.
if you're using flame slash.
Flame slash.
Once
Blood
the
armor.
game is
Button.
released.
Semicolon. Choose one. Blood armor. Button.
Flame shot. I think these are good because we get a lot of fire damage. So these can potentially be very
Blood armor
powerful,
description. A
depending
buffing
on
spell that raises
if
HP by 50
you
additional
are
plus 2
also
HP per intelligence and shadow
including
damage.
drafting
Total HP after bonus.
fire
82.
damage improvements or in upgrades. I think
Blood
I
armor.
remember
Blood armor description. A
before
buffing spell that raises
using
HP by
them in
50
Witch.
additional
Let's
plus 2
check out
HP per
blood
intelligence
armor.
and shadow damage. Total HP after bonus. 82. Type. Buff. Stom cost 0. SP cost 50. 25%. HP cost 0. 0%.
So we'll get 82 HP. I think there's a cost related to using it, so that's going to hurt a little bit.
Type. Buff.
gonna
Stom
cost
cost
you
0.
50
Choose skill.
SP.
Cancel. Button.
So this wouldn't be too good if you're a witch because you,
Choose a power.
you rely
Semicolon.
on
Blood
having
armor.
a high
Button.
SP
Flame slash.
total
Button.
in order to do critical strikes more.
Flame slash description. A fire-based
This-
physical attack with
this wouldn't
50% more
hurt
fire
us
damage.
as a thief
Skill
too
formula
much,
1 to 1.25
considering
star.
we're stealing
WP and
a lot
DMG
of
star 1 plus
potions.
LVL star 2 plus STR star 1 plus Lux star 1 plus
I
Fire star
don't
0.5
like
plus
buffs,
LADMG.
so
Base amount 40/50.
I'm going to pass on that one. Let's take a look at Flame Slash.
Type. Skill. Stom cost 1. SP cost 12. HP cost 0.
This is pretty strong,
Choose
medium
skill.
to
Button.
high.
Cancel. Button.
It's a physical flame
Mystic power. Choose a power.
attack,
Semicolon.
so I
Blood armor.
assume
Flame slash.
your
Flame shot.
body
Button.
lights up with elemental fire, and then you just attack it.
Flame shot description.
with
A fire-based ranged attack with 100% more fire damage.
slashing fire
Skill formula 1 to
damage.
1.3 star. WP and DMG star 1 plus LVL star 3 plus STR star 1 plus AGI star 1 plus Fire star 1
It's
plus
very
LADMG.
expensive.
Base amount 58.75.
Very, Let's look at Flame Shot, the final one.
Type, skill. Stun cost 2, SP cost 60, HP cost 0.
Now this one really doubles down on fire damage. With 100% extra fire damage,
skill,
whatever your
cancel,
fire damage total is, add another 100%. So basically
Choose a power,
doubling
dim,
your
semicolon,
fire
blood armor,
damage.
button.
This is exceptional. This could be really good for us to have later on. Could
Flame
do
slash,
some
button.
one-shotting with this. Ooh, the SP cost is way too high though. That's a
Flame
lot
shot,
of
button.
60, that's real high. But that might be the best way to go. So blood armor is definitely a no. We didn't find anything interesting about it, though it doesn't really hurt us. Flame Slash does a pretty good amount of damage, and it's incredibly cheap. And Flame Shot's a nice one-shotter, but it's very expensive. So, but the good thing is that it has that 100% extra bonus to flame damage. So it could be a good skill for us to take.
Flame shot, button.
So
Flame slash,
I think we're going to
flame
take
shot,
Flame
button.
Shot because it just
Flame shot
feels
description,
like
type, stun
it
cost,
could be
choose skill,
something
button.
we need to use.
Flame shot added
But
to
then
skill,
again,
Infernal
keep
Volcano,
in
flame
mind
shot
that
added to
most
skill
of the
book.
creatures here are flame, or fire elemental types, or adjacent fire elemental types. So I'm going to go ahead and just take Flame Shot just because I want to see how much damage it does. It could be fun to play with it. Don't forget, folks, when you add skills, to make sure there's space on your skill bar to use those skills. Remember, weapons sometimes add skills, and if you fill up your skill bar, you don't have it, and if you get a new skill, there'll be no space for the new skill, so you have to make space for that.
Menu.
And
Heading
that's
not
as
found.
simple
View
as
quest.
going
Menu.
to
Button.
your
Head menu.
to your
Advanced
menu
bestiary. Legends.
and looking through your
Obituary.
skill
Button.
bar to see
Legends.
if you have
Bestiary.
space
Advanced.
for your
Exit
new
menu.
skill.
Skill book. Button.
For instance, I have Still Potion. That takes
Equip
up
skill.
space.
Heading.
Steel
Attack.
takes
Button.
up
Vanish.
space.
Button. Backstab.
Defend
Button.
takes up space.
Equip skill
Everything
slot.
that you
Steel.
have
Button.
takes
Flame
up
shot.
space,
Button.
and you have to make sure you
0.
have
Button.
room for anything
Flame shot.
new.
Steel. Button.
Let's
Backstab.
do a
Button.
quick check.
Steel. Flame shot. 0. Button. Info. Button. Tap an equip skill on top or in skill book below to get info on the item.
Well, look at our skill book. The Vanish takes up space.
Equip menu. Heading not found. Spirit. Inventory. Crafts. Skill book. Exit menu. Infernal Volcano.
We
Heading.
lost our
This is your current floor.
Still Potion. I forgot about that. Yeah, so it drafted new skills. So I forgot we don't have Still Potion anymore. Anyway. You
Searing
know,
Abyss.
with the
Button.
fact that
Heading. Character load
that
stats.
you
Movement. At north.
redraft,
Button.
you draft each
Searing
new
Abyss is to the
floor,
north and is on X below.
I don't think skill
West.
books are going to
Button.
be that important for us
A
to
wall is
look
to the
at
west and you
unless we
cannot
just
actions
have a
east.
bunch
Button.
of weapons with
A wall is to the east and you cannot go that way.
skills
South. Button.
given to us from that.
Movement south
All
is in
right,
excess of east. Actions
explore
west.
a little
North.
bit more,
Button. North.
and then we're going to wrap
Alert.
up
You must
today's
search.
episode today. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate all of you.
Magical forces stopped on. Button. Wall. Button. Stats. Movement. North. West. Action slash search button. Button. This is the floor starting point for floor 4. West. But action slash search button. You searched and found something. Semicolon choose.
Okay, I've got
Semicolon
to
choose
do my
one.
drafting.
Dim.
Sorry about that.
Rewards view background. Choose a power. Semicolon
do
choose
my
one. Sleight of hand. Button.
So now we're kind of
Adept
doing
poison.
like a
Button.
damage build. So for this floor, so maybe we'll be looking
Toxic
for
blades.
more
Button.
fire damage.
Toxic blade. Adept poisoner. Sleight of hand. Button. Adept poisoner. Button. Toxic blades. But adept poisoner. Button. Adept
Sleight of
poisoner.
hand is
Adept
good.
poisoner
We
description.
do
A passive
lot
skill that
of
increases poison damage by
vanishing.
15 and earth damage by 5.
Adept poison's good. We do poison. Poison's quite powerful. Toxic blade is also quite good. These are all good.
Type.
These are all
Stun cost. Choose
fantastic.
skill. Cancel. Button. Choose a power. Dim. Button. Heading. Semicolon. Sleight of hand. Adept poisoner. Toxic blades.
Let me
Button.
look at Adept poisoner.
Toxic blades description. A passive skill that increases poison chance by 50%.
This is really good. If only it improved fire damage. I don't need earth damage. I need fire damage, so flame shot does more damage.
Type. Pass. Stun cost.
Of course,
Choose to
that
cancel.
extra
Button.
poison damage is fantastic.
Choose a power. Semicolon. Sleight of hand. Button.
Let's look at toxic blades.
Adept poisoner. Button.
This one's not quite as good as for the fact that our snaky already can inject.
Adept Poisoner description. A passive skill that increases poison damage type. Stun cost. Choose skill. Button.
Sleight of hand is great because it can confuse the enemy. It's quite powerful. I'm gonna take Adept Poisoner because
Cancel.
it really
Choose
builds
skill.
with our Stirred Mercenary.
Infernal Volcano. Your stats were updated by the passive skill Adept Poisoner.
Upgrade. I just wish that earth damage was random and
Searing
it chose
Abyss.
a
Button.
random
Character locate.
element.
Stat. Movement. North. West.
It's very
Action slash search
fixed
button.
and I can't really
You searched and
work
found
with
something.
it, but that poison damage can't be beat.
Semicolon. Choose one. Toxic Blades. Button.
Not to mention
weakness,
we're a
button.
goblin and we have a nice symbiosis with poison.
Shrouded Recovery.
Alright, let's
button.
do our next draft.
Shrouded Recovery
Okay, this is
description.
our
A passive skill that heals
third
15% of total HP and SP when emerging from
passive
damage.
skill. Toxic Blade again. We don't really need that. Find Weakness is going to do
Type.
7%
Passive. Stun cost.
crit.
Choose skill. Button.
Shrouded Recovery
Infernal Volcano.
is one
Your
of the
stats were updated by the
best.
passive skill Shrouded Recovery.
This just gives us instant healing and it's free.
Searing Abyss. Character low stats. Movement. North. West. Action slash search button.
Yeah,
You search and
can't
find
beat
nothing.
this. Absolutely the best.
Semicolon.
Of course,
Choose
to
one.
take advantage
Semicolon.
of it,
Choose
you
one.
want to
Dim.
vanish
Rewards view
every
background. Choose a
single
power.
time.
Semicolon. Choose one. Toxin redirect. Button.
We'll take that. So 100%. Shrouded Recovery is absolutely one of the best skills for the thief.
Void Restore. Button.
Okay, it's our third draft.
Blind. Button.
Toxin Redirect. I do believe
Void
what
Restore.
happens
Toxin Redirect.
is
Button.
when enemies poison you, you poison them.
Toxin Redirect description. A
Or you
buffing
steal
spell that
their
removes both
skills.
poison and
We'll
confusion
take
and
a look at
redirects
it.
that poison damage and confused chance to you.
Void Restore, I do believe, is a passive HP or SP restore. And Blind is going to make spellcasters be
Type. Buff.
punished.
Stun cost
let's take a
0.
look at
SP
all
cost
three.
20. 10%. HP cost 0.
Let's look
0%.
at Toxin Redirect.
Choose skill. But cancel. Button. Choose a power. Dimmed. Button. Semicolon. Toxin Redirect. Void Restore.
Yeah,
Button.
we can remove poison
Void Restore description.
skills from
A buffing spell
enemies,
that raises
and then
HP and
we
SP
get the
recovery by
skill.
7.
But
Additional
we
plus 1
already
HP and
have
SP
skills, so
recovery
it's
for
really
shadow
not that
damage.
useful.
Total HP and SP restore after bonus. 11.
And it's
Void Restore.
relatively
Void
cheap,
Restore
but
description.
I don't
A buffing
like
spell that
buffs.
raises HP and SP recovery by 7. Additional plus 1
Take
HP and
some
SP recovery for
space in my
shadow damage.
skill book.
Total HP and SP restore after bonus. 11.
Let's look at Void Restore.
Type. Buff. Stun cost. Choose skill. Cancel. Button. Choose a power. Toxin Redirect. Void Restore. Blind. Button.
I think this
Blind
is
description.
a
A debuffing skill that
passive.
removes taunt. Also lowers enemy agility by 4 and raises fizzle chance by 8.
No, it's buffing. I absolutely hate buff spells. I'll pass on that one. Let's take a look at Blind. That could be really good.
Type. Depth. Stun cost. Choose skill. Button. Stun cost 1. SP cost 50.
This is
25%.
really powerful.
HP
It does
cost 0.
three
0%.
different things. It removes taunt. It gives you an agility buff.
Choose skill. Button.
And
Blind added to skill
also
book. Infernal Volcano. Blind added to skill book.
Fizzle chance. Great against bosses. This is really good. This
Searing
might
Abyss.
be the only
Character
buff I
stats.
want to
Movement.
accept.
North.
So I'll
West.
go ahead and
Action
take
slash
it.
search button. Action slash search button. You search and find nothing.
How much does it cost? Oof, it's nasty. The SP cost is a little high. We'll take it anyway. I think we have one more draft. No, we're out. All right, well, that's going to wrap it up for us today, folks. It's been really fun this Sunday. I hope you're having a great Sunday. Hope you're enjoying the Infernal Volcano. It's coming up very soon. It should release in another week or so. It's fantastic. It's great. It's definitely revolutionary gameplay. I am really, really enjoying it, and I hope you will enjoy it as well. Let me know what you think in the comments, as always, folks, and of course, pick up the game yourself, rated 5 stars. You can also donate to the developer, Touchment. They will appreciate it, and I will appreciate it. But thank you very much, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day.
App switcher.
Please,
iMovie.
take
Active.
care.
Messages. iMovie. Active. Return to project list. Button. Return to project list. Back. Button. Be an adult single. Be a back. Button. Be an adult single. 3 minutes 30. Edit. Button. Edit. Play. Return to project list. Button. Previous clip. Button. Play. Button. Previous clip. Previous clip. Previous clip. Insert media. Previous clip. Play. Button. Pause.
So people training up your level ones. Time to get your feet wet, nudge you out of the nest. In other words, stop sleeping on mom's couch. To be an adult, you've gotta put a plan in place. Let people offer some suggestions. Take out the trash, all of it. It goes in the outside trash can. Oh yeah, in the empty trash cans.
Thank you, my noise.
Scrub the toilet, it's not just mom's and dad's job. Use cleaners as directed, close the cap down tight. Let the bowl stand for about 10 minutes. Wipe all the surfaces down in the bathroom at least once a week. Pay your cell bill, it ain't grandma's bill. You like your social media and games. Learn to pay your own cell bill or get a cheaper cell contract. Make up your bed in the morning. Don't be a sloppy Joe, change the sheets once in a while. You don't want mommy holding her breath when she changes out the linens. Do your own laundry. Of course, newbies, dear old people, been doing their laundry since 5 years old. We used to run our wet clothes out on the line. That's old school kitties for a dryer that uses free air. Hey, what? Turn around, listen. Yeah, you stop being a baby. Fold your clothes, crease those jeans, iron your dress shirt and dress pockets. Get the lint off your jacket. Cool, sweet, now you're looking like a president. Help mom with the dishes after dinner. Didn't Anna teach you that? Scrub those pots and pans, you got to what right. Dry those dishes and put them away afterward. Be a hero, not a silly zero. Show you got love, not grudge. Act right, not like a flea bite. Thank dad for the ride. He could have just done a hide. He didn't have to take you to school. He could have let you be a fool. Put that thank please, and I'm sorry at the end of every sentence. He who is the less is the greatest. Wash some shoes before you come in the room. Carry mom's groceries even though your kill streak is cresting. Comb mom's hair or take her to the salon. Take dad to the game, it don't cost much. Use your disabled placard and coupons. Make dad's face shine. Little things and small stuff make the difference. To be an adult, you just have to grow up. Kick the kid stuff. Drop the weed crutch, swing your cane like a samurai, not a chop guy. Put your princess pillow away just for a day. That sweat from being an adult will make you strong among the throng. So people are out. God bless.